Hi, this is Diane Tapilla. Welcome to this brief video about using code.org with their pre and emerging reader activities. So code.org has some really well-designed scaffolding. It builds on their hours of code, if you've ever done that, with similar activities, but they're scaffolded over a range of activities and have a dashboard so teachers can see how students are doing. And they have universal design in places. They're working towards it, and we'll show those as we go along. It's scaffolding, it's lessons, it's not true independent coding, but it's well scaffolding and a great beginning activity. So pre-readers, the teacher sets up a class and each student gets a name. I've made trial 1, trial 2, and a secret picture. Again, trying to make it as age appropriate as possible. So when the students click on the address here, they choose which number they are, their name, they would probably be able to read it, and then their picture, and they sign in. And then they come to a student dashboard like this one, and they can see activities. You can see here the first one's learn drag and drop. So if students, often with 4 or 5-year-olds, depending on what they're doing at home, they may not know how to drag and drop. So they have some lessons on how to drag and drop. You'll notice some of them are rotated squares, i.e. a rhombus. That's a video that gives some information to start. So let's look at this first activity here. We see that there's a microphone here, a speaker that you can actually read the instructions ahead, and then you can go play. And we're going to go take a look at these in just a moment to see how they work. But you can see that the instructions can be read, so for non-readers. There's some reading in there, but they're trying to minimize it. And there's lots of activities about positioning, moving, sequencing activities, which we know are in those early curriculums, primary JK, SK curriculum. Okay, so let's take a look at what we see here. This is what the teacher sees. So you can see progress. So trial 1, people have done a lot of. For lesson 1, you can see they've almost completed lesson 2, but one of the activities they haven't used all the blocks on. And here's that activity we're just showing you. So I need to make Scrat the squirrel, get to the acorn. So I've read the instructions, say, okay, I could make it play. Note that it is
to get Scrat to the acorn, snap the east block to the bottom of the run block, then press run.
There is a lot of noise, and you can click in Chrome up here, and I can mute this site. And sometimes you want to do that because it can be noisy. So now I'm going to, it shows me how to hit the run button. And look, it's actually clicked in place. I can run it. And can move on to the next puzzle.
Snap both move east blocks to the bottom of the run block to finish your code, then click run.
Oh, and I've just discovered something I hadn't seen before. So I guess you can pull it up for bigger reading as well. So I said they're moving towards universal design. So here I have to click them into place. And that is that. So what I would do in a classroom situation is I would get teachers, pre-service teachers, to play with this using the links that are provided here in the slideshow, and get a sense of what your students experience. In a later video, we'll talk about how to set up the classes and get you started there. Just to point out some of the pros and cons, many students like the puzzle-like challenges, but some students prefer a more creative, open environment. It has concurrent events, which start in grade 2, are not easily found in code.org. But there are other options that are great out there. And this is there's only a few activities here that provide the complete coding experience where you start from scratch and do something. Scratch Junior is a better choice for this, but this has a place. And in my courses, I start with code.org because it has that initial learning curve, low initial learning curve. It's online. I don't have to install anything. Then I move into Scratch Junior, which is a whole nother set of videos. And then I keep coming back to code.org to to introduce some concepts, to extend concepts. Because they're lessons, computer scientists have put them together to expand and to give a wide range of experiences that students need, like repeating event. And since I've moved to this model, my teacher candidates have seemed to learn and enjoy more. So there's more videos coming up. Again, code.org as a teacher. Where's the math? Talking about some of the terminology in the math curriculum. And then go play with Scratch Junior for pre-readers or Scratch for other readers. These resources are Creative Commons with attributions, means you can use them and develop them. Just let the people know where you're getting them from. Good coding. Have fun.